Hello, my friends, and welcome to our next camping adventure. Cheers to you. And today is a cold day. Holy catfish. It's actually spitting snow outside. I can't believe it. And this is our first official spring camping trip. Well, my friends, y'all get buckled up, grab your beverage of choice. I'm going to get Red's heater going again. And I'll see you when we get down to that campground. You folks take care, and I'll see you when we get there. Let's go. All right, my friends, well, we've made it down here to camp, and it looks like we're gonna be needing to move that picnic table here directly. We'll get to that when we get to it. But here's our campsite for this evening. It's pretty nice. And it's definitely a bit breezy and chilly, so I think it's time for a cup of coffee. Appreciate y'all coming along. Take care, and we'll catch up directly. And here comes the wind. Well, my friends, the sun is actually trying to break out. Wahoo! Oh. Whoops. I need some hot coffee in my hands, my friends, so give me a second. Cheers to you, my friends. Well, it's going to be a little bit of a breezy day, and it's definitely, our temperatures are definitely lower than our last adventure, that's for sure. But the sun's really fighting to come out, which I think is fantastic, considering it was just so gray when we took off, and it was actually spitting snow this morning, of all things. And it's officially spring, and a crow just flew by. Sorry, I got distracted there. Holy catfish. But since we got cooler temperatures, I mean, right, I think the highs today is going to be in the lower 40s, and it's going to get down to freezing tonight. So, welcome to spring. But that kind of ties into what I plan to make for dinner tonight. I wanted to make something for early spring camping when the temperatures are still pretty cool at night, but even though the days might be kind of nice, or even this could definitely carry over into fall camping. But it's Spam and potato soup, the campground version. I'll be specific about that. So we do take a couple little shortcuts, but man, it comes out great. And Oh, with cooler temperatures, that's why I'm wearing this jacket. I've got Sherpa lining and pockets. Oh, you need to be prepared. I've got other layers in the truck too, just in case. But my friends, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you coming along. I'm going to kick back and enjoy some of this coffee for a while. And then when I get motivated, which might be a minute, we'll get that picnic table moved and a campfire going, and we'll get set up for dinner. Well, again, here's to you, my friends. Y'all take care, and well, we'll catch up directly. Pocket level. I'll be dang. Better lucky than good. Let's get that fire going, my friends. Well, my friends, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but it started snowing, and it's starting to taper off now. Holy catfish. And obviously, we've had a lot of weather come through here, so our firing's a little damp. So that's all right. I'm sure we will get it going. Let's put you down here. That was strange. I mean, for about, I don't know, while I was getting the wood over here, just a little spurt of snow started coming down. I'm like, oh my goodness. Was not expecting that. There we go. All right, my friends, I'm going to tend to this, and then we'll get our, well, our campground kitchen set up. Y'all take care, and we'll be back shortly. I'll just wait. I have a tendency to knock it over. All right, my friends, let's pop the top on our Spam here. Let's see if we can get it out of the can. Whoop, that's it. So what I'm going to do is basically we're going to cube it up into about bite-sized pieces and get it in the pan. Then I'll finish setting up the stove and we'll get to cooking. Well, let me get busy. This is about the size of the piece we're going for, my friends. So I got a little ways to go. We'll get there shortly. All right, my friends, well, got her all cubed up. So now we're gonna Fire it up. Now, fortunately, our wind is kind of coming this direction, so we should be all right. So let me turn that down a little bit. Seems loud to me. So what we're gonna do is, I guess I'm not sure what we're more than browning it. We're gonna crisp it up a little bit, and then we can we'll continue on with the recipe. But right now we've got a bunch of cubed up Spam in here that we're gonna let it sweat down real good and get a nice color on it, and then we'll go from there. Y'all take care, and we'll be back with our next step. All right, my friends, I'm backing the heat down a little bit. These are pretty much ready to go, but I wanted to, if I can get a hold of one, show you. That's about what we're going for right there, if you can see that at all, I hope. So now we're going to throw in our vegetables. Give that a quick mix. Out of the way now, buddy. And we're going to turn that heat down a little bit more. That's pretty good. Now, what we just dumped in there was a cup of, I brought the bag with me. I ran across this at my local Walmart, and they're hard to find. I will grant that. They hide them. But it's a seasoning blend, which has onions, celery, red peppers, green peppers, and parsley flakes in it. Now, while that's doing its thing, we'll get the soup part ready. So that's part of the old campground version. It's ready to go. I find it's great. I'll tell you what. Give myself a little room here. So now we're just going with standard condensed potato soup. To that, we're going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. And my friends, this comes out rich, let me tell you. And 1 cup of water. Yes, we do need 2 cups of liquid in here. And we've got a little bit more to add yet. But for right now, my friends, since I got the heat turned down on that, I'm going to monitor that joker and get this all mixed up and ready to go. All right, I just gave that another quick little stir there. These are ready to go. Woo. Oh, it smells good already. I'm just going to slide this off the heat for a second. And then we're going to pour in our mixture here. There we go. And to that, we're going to add one last thing, which is I went ahead and got these ready. I rinsed them off. It's just a can of diced potatoes. And it's important to rinse these jokers off, and also gives you a chance to pick out the bad ones if there's any in there. And then we're going to dump that in there. That's pretty much it. So I'll go get the lighter, and then we'll get this back on the fire. So give me a second, my friends. And speaking of fire, I'm going to have to deal with that joker over there here in a second. And what we want to do, and the wind shifted, ooh, that's horrible, is we just want to bring this up to a nice simmer. And once we get it to a simmer, we're pretty much going to take the lid off of it and then just stir it occasionally till we get to the, well, your desired consistency. Well, my friends, that's my Spam and potato recipe. Now, one thing I will add to that is some black pepper, which is optional. And you really don't need to put salt in it because of the Spam. But, salt and pepper to taste. All right, my friends, appreciate you hanging in there. Take care, and well, I'm going to fix that fire, then hopefully we'll be eating soon. I need some more wood. All right, my friends, I nearly forgot. Thank goodness I saw it in the cooler. I'm absent-minded, my apologies. But one more thing we're going to add to this. It's always the finishing touch. Once we get to a simmer, we're going to throw in a tablespoon of butter. Or roughly a tablespoon. Looks about right. And pretty much once that butter gets melted, we're going to be good to go. So my apologies for that, my friends. Oh, nearly forgot. I brought cornbread too. Go figure. I turned the heat off just a few minutes ago, so let's dish up. Well, that's thick. Oh, it's nice and warm. Now, here's what I do to it optionally. First, we're going to hit it with a shot of pepper. Wind will cooperate. And, optional, some cheddar cheese. We're just going to toss right on top of that dude. There we go. Ah. All right, my friends, let's grab a seat. Been letting my cheese melt in here a little bit. And pardon for the smoke, my friends. The wind just shifted on us. Holy catfish. All right. Still pretty warm. Oh my goodness, that's good. Ooh. Gonna wash the cheese. Wow, that's fantastic. Holy catfish. Well, and enjoy it right. Breaking off a piece of cornbread there. Now, I will admit that's not my best batch of cornbread I've ever made. I forgot to spray the pan when I baked it. So we pretty much got the top 2/3 of it. Cheers, my friends. Everybody out there, I appreciate you hanging in there. And this is my simple little Spam potato soup. And it's coming in pretty handy right now. I'm trying to watch the cheese. Oh my gosh, that's so good. But I've been making this for a bit because, well, like maybe a good portion of you, I grew up with, one of our typical dinners would be like fried Spam and potatoes or Spam and eggs for breakfast. So it works great in a soup. Well, my friends, I'm going to sit back and enjoy this nice warm bowl of soup. It's warming up my hands pretty good. And just, I'll go throw another log on the fire here in a second. This thing's been cantankerous, I'll tell you what. But appreciate y'all coming along, my friends, and we'll catch up in a little bit. Oh, that's fantastic. Got some on the bowl. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot I had cornbread. I just dove into that bowl and just like there was no tomorrow. Oh, let's just toss it in there. It's all going in the same place. Man, that's good. Holy cow. I think it's the best batch I've made. Ah, cheers to you, my friends. Oh, well, I had something nice right after, I got all our mess cleaned up, and I sat down here for a little bit, kind of let the fire get away from me. But I was just enjoying the peace and quiet, and I was doing some cloud watching. It was pretty neat, just watching them, and pardon the smoke, watching them roll by the trees. That was pretty neat. Oh my goodness. Oh, and dinner was fantastic. Ooh, I think that's the best spam potato soup I've made so far. It was fantastic. I think a lot has to do with cooking outdoors. That just makes it different somehow. I can't quite put my finger on what to say there, so forgive me. But here in a minute, I'm going to stoke his fire up again. We've got probably half an hour of daylight left, and then we're going to call tonight. Well, my friends, I just want to say how much I appreciate y'all coming along. This has been a really nice adventure. It was chilly, but it's early spring, so we're going to have nice warm days, and we're going to have some chilly days here for probably not another month. Well, everybody out there, y'all take care, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, campers. Cheers to you. Oh, well, unlike yesterday, this morning really does feel like spring. The sky's pretty clear. Sun's coming up over my shoulder. The birds are going bananas. Holy catfish. This is a nice morning, let me tell you. Ah, a big contrast to yesterday. Ooh, we started out all gray and cloudy, and it started clearing up toward the end of the night, and it got a little chilly last night, but nothing terrible. But still, this is just a great trip. Ah, got to spend time by a nice little warm campfire. Nice, I'd say warm, not quite hot, bowl of soup in our hands. It was nice. Oh, and I get a good amount to take home too, that's for sure. Well, everybody, I'm going to sit back and enjoy some sounds of nature for a bit before we get Red packed up and head back to the city. But I do want to tell everybody out there, I appreciate y'all coming along on my camping adventures. I truly do. This was a really nice one. So, everybody out there, y'all take care. And as always, I'll see you soon.